Hey everyone, this is Colin at Target Sports, your pro shop for shooters and hunters. So today's video, I'm going to shed some light on a very important tool I believe not many people think about or implement into their training program. So this tool that we're going to talk about today is the flashlight. So I'm a huge advocate for training with flashlights and carrying flashlights daily. There's an old saying, it's a prepper type saying, that 1 is none and 2 is 1. So when we look at that, what does that really mean? Well, it means that if I have a tool and I either lose it or it breaks or something gets taken away from me, if I don't have a backup, I'm left in the dark. You like all these light puns? I do. So everyday carry. So everyday carry means that I'm going to be doing something the same every day. So this is the everyday carry light that I choose. It's an older light that I've had for many, many years. It's a Bushnell. It's an aircraft grade aluminum, push button rear, pocket clip. It has a bright, medium, and then strobe feature. It's excellent. I use it all the time for all sorts of stuff. So my backup is going to be something that's even smaller, and I typically keep one in the vehicle, and then I've got one by the nightstand and so on. And these are just a really simple kind of a task light, and they don't take up much space. They don't take a lot of batteries. It too has a small pocket clip, and it's just a rear button. And what's cool about these is that they're so bright. And again, if I can't get to my one or the batteries are dead, this is a fantastic alternative. So when we're talking about lights, why do we need a flashlight? And what kind of advantage does that give me? So I'm going to look at possibly carrying a flashlight on a firearm for home defense. Okay, so this is going to be a Smith & Wesson M&P. This is their 2.0, and it comes stock from the factory with a Crimson Trace laser. I'm sorry, Crimson Trace flashlight. They do have laser options as well. What's cool about this is that it's ambidextrous, and it sets up on the gun so that when I present to target, my support hand or dominant hand can hit that paddle button and illuminate my target. So what's cool is that in a stressful scenario, bad situation, home defense, even competition, having a flashlight will allow me to illuminate, identify, and possibly eliminate that target or threat, depending on what scenario we're looking at. And without the flashlight, it's hard to do. You know, night sights are fantastic, but if you can't see your target, the night sights really don't do a whole lot. So the combination of good night sights and a good flashlight will give us a much bigger advantage in an unfair situation. So there's always the controversy. Do I want a weapons mounted light or do I want a handheld light? And if so, how do we implement the light on target? That's going to be a topic for another day. You can feel free to leave your comments below. But there's all sorts of different training and different schools of thought on using weapon lights and so on. So another really fantastic light that we recommend here at the shop is made by a company called Nebo. And this particular light that I've got is a 6,000 lumen flashlight. It's super large. It's wicked heavy. It's made of aluminum. It is a charging station also, so it's rechargeable and you can run your cell phone off of this. It has a glowing center, so once it's been on for a second, it will glow, so you can locate that light in the dark, which is pretty awesome. So 6,000 lumens, it's blinding. You can feel heat coming off of this if it's really close to your hand, and it literally is blinding. So this would be a fantastic light at home by the nightstand in a vehicle so that you can see what's going on and you can deter somebody from maybe having those bad thoughts. That's a fantastic advantage, being able to turn someone away or have them leave you alone just by that intense blinding light. Another really fantastic option for lighting the way is going to be a small headlamp. Headlamps are excellent because they don't take up much space, they're not wildly expensive, and they give you the availability of hands-free. So I can carry a handgun, shotgun, whatever, I can gather family and supplies, I can do what I need to, and still be able to see what I'm doing and where I'm going. A really fantastic brand of flashlight, there's two that I'm going to talk about real quick, is going to be Streamlight. Streamlight is renowned for their TLR1 series. They make many, many, many different versions of this light for both rifle and pistol in different colors with lasers and so on. Most of your aftermarket holsters that accommodate a gun and a flashlight are going to be made for this TLR1. So this is an example of one that we have here. This is going to be a rifle mounted light. Outstanding. I'm a big believer of the Surefire. I've got a bunch of these at home. They're really, really awesome and indestructible, and they're very simple. So they have a push button momentary, or you can spin the back and it keeps it all the way on. These lights are under $100 and they're virtually indestructible. The one that I've got here at the shop is going to be on my rifle. And we have this mounted on the left-hand side because I'm right-handed. with a Magpul light mount off angle. And I have it set so that it's on that momentary switch, so that when I present the rifle to target, my support hand hits that button and I can see what I'm shooting at, essentially. If I wanted to keep it on, I could just turn it on and then it stays on all the time. I tend to like the momentary because I don't want to always be broadcasting where I am. So I want to have the advantage of being sneaky with that light and just taking quick peeks of whatever it is that I'm going to be shooting at. So that's just a couple of things. One is none and two is one. We always want to be thinking about having the advantage in an unfair situation and preparing yourself with knowledge and training. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Don't forget to leave and share comments, and please shoot straight.